It's March Madness time at Simply Fun. I'm going to show you 5 of our 8 specials this month. So the first one I want to start with is Math Room. This is for ages 5 and up. I'm going to show you the box really quick. It's a really great example of how nicely our games are packaged. Everything has a spot. We have 4 Math Room boards, so it's for 2 to 4 players, and the object of the game is to get all of the numbers covered up on your in first. So each player has a key in front of them. There's addition on one side and subtraction on the other. You roll the die, but then all players are solving equations for their key at the same time. So if you roll blue, for example, this player would cover up the number 10 on their board, and this player would cover up the number 5 because of 8 minus 3. If you realize that the correct answer is already covered up, be quick and ring your bell, and then you get to flip over your key and solve the equation on the other side. Nobody else gets to flip their key but that person. Here we have Tally On. This is a game that works on counting and predicting. You're trying to play cards that are as close to the target number without going over as possible. So we're trying to put, for example, 21 moving boxes in the van. You'll notice, by the way, that this is like blackjack for kids. You can simplify this game. You can flip over the tile with the van on it and it'll have an 11, and then that's your new target goal. So you can play adding up to 11 and just remove the number 10 cards from the stack. You can also roll the wooden die, and that gives you other combinations than 21 to make it a little bit harder. So this game is super fun for different ages as well. 15 to 0 right here is for ages 7 and up. You can have up to 6 players. Each player has their own stack of cards with the numbers 1 through 15. Speed is very important in this game as well. You roll all 3 dice, and then all players are looking for cards at the same time that are equal to one of the dice or any combination of the dice. So there are lots of different options, but you want to be fast because only one number can be played at a time. So if somebody plays a 7, you have to pick something different from the dice as well. The first person to run out of all their cards wins the game. Shape Whiz is a geometry game for ages 10 and up. I love that we have a geometry game. This is super cool. The yellow cards right here are the whiz cards, and then we have our shape cards. We have 2 different levels of difficulty. The blue ones are the more simple shapes, and the green cards are the more complex. So on the whiz cards, everyone is looking for shapes that fit that requirement, and you can look at cards in front of other players. So everybody's cards are face up, and everyone is looking at all the cards simultaneously. So you want to be the first one to find the shape that matches the requirement. Here we have Top the Stack, which is a great game for practicing units of measurement. You will be stacking tiles from smallest to largest, and everyone has a reference board right here to help them. So you will choose which one of these you want to focus on for your game, and then you'll put the other tiles in the back to be played for later. So for example, everyone is going to be stacking volume tiles, or everyone is going to be stacking metric tiles, and so on. So the tiles are distributed based on number of players, and you keep them face down, and you can flip them up, but you don't turn them over. You don't reveal them to other people. And the teaspoon tile, once you find one that is the right one to be played, you turn it face up and top your stack that way. So the first one on any stack has to be teaspoon. So you turn that face up, and then you try and find the next one up, tablespoon. And there are going to be up to 8 stacks going on at the same time. So you're going to be able to use different tiles at different times. So you have to remember where they are as you peek at them, because you can't turn them all face up. Okay, so it also helps you with your focus, your memory, and your self-control. Okay, so there are some of our awesome math games, and I'll see you back on the party page. Thanks for watching.